Hello my friends, this is the video that I made on NIO just 4 days ago when the price of this asset was at $8.5 mark, and my main assumption was that right after this movement to the downside we have to complete at least one more leg and we have to land somewhere in the ranges of about $8 mark. And here's the actual price action. I've made a previous video at this point and as you can see, we hit exactly the range that I marked in my video. And this is another evidence that technical analysis works perfectly well in the majority of cases. And if you want to enhance your trading skills, feel free to subscribe to my channel and to join my Patreon account, where you will be able to drastically improve your trading skills. And on top of that, for the first 100 subscribers, I will do a giveaway. I will do a technical analysis on any asset based on your request.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
So, let's start with the price action. As I already mentioned, I made my previous video at this point and we had quite harsh movement to the downside. That also was caught by my forecast when I made the video before my previous video. And this movement to the downside leads to the decrease in share price for about 14.5%. And despite of this movement, my main assumption was that we have to retest $8 mark. And depending on the price action right after this point, we might conclude the potential upcoming movements of NIO Stock. And guys, take a look right here. We broke the bottom of the previous wave. As you can see, we broke it with the flying colors, but then we had a reaction, and this candle is quite bullish in a short-term perspective. And by the way, we are on 4 hours time frame. And if you want to know more what's potential movement this asset might have, just stay tuned and I will explain it to you within just several minutes. And for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. The main news that was the driver of this asset is this one. On cnvpost.com, we can see this article, we can find this article that was published on January the 4th, and it is titled, Goldman Sachs initiates coverage on NIO with neutral rating. Despite its early mover advantage, NIO's growth momentum could remain soft on relatively fewer model launches, given its major product portfolio versus peers, Goldman Sachs said. And let me quote you this. Goldman Sachs has a 12-month price target of $8.4 on NIO. And this is pretty much the same price where we are right now. Let me show you how they prove this price. NIO has been losing market share in China's new energy vehicle market and in the $41.9 thousand or more new EV segment, analyst Tina Hostin noted. And I have to say that it is quite premature to make this type of predictions, because a lot of Chinese electric manufacturers are the companies that just started their production, and for the auto manufacturer, 1 or 2 years of mass production is not enough to make any conclusions, because the market is still unstable. We have a growing market overall, but the competition is also becoming higher and higher. And in general, because of its huge weight on the stock market, I mean Goldman Sachs in general and this agency in particular, we have this movement to the downside. As you can see, this movement happened right after January the 3rd, right after this report was published. And that is why this asset lost, let me show it to you, from its swing high to swing low, almost 10% of its value. Quite significant movement. And let me show you what should we expect next. Let me show you this news first of all. Why NIO Stock down today? Chinese macroeconomic factors are hurting NIO Stock. And this is another factor why NIO is moving south. NIO is in the red after China's CSI 300 index closed at its lowest price since February 2019. And guys, I covered it multiple times in other videos and in a NIO video and in Alibaba video as well, that Chinese economy is not in the best shape, because they have quite significant problems in terms of their working force, and their real estate market is also in quite a tricky situation. And in general, because of this information, the overall market is in red. Let me show you that CSI 300 index, China's mainland benchmark, closed lower by 1.3%, marking the lowest price level since February 2019. And as you can see, it is the lowest level for 4 years, almost 4 years. And this potentially might be the beginning of a huge recession on Chinese market. That is why all of Chinese stocks are in red. And guys, companies like NIO might be affected much higher by this macroeconomic news because they are still unprofitable. But let me show you this. Again, this article shows us that according to their estimation, NIO has about 17 billion yuan in net cash at the end of 2023, which equals to about, let me show you, about 2.4 billion US dollars. This means their cash position is quite stable, and they have enough money to operate for at least 1.5 years. And this is quite good news for NIO, but in general, this asset, because of its unprofitable nature so far, is in quite tricky situation. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, let me show you that if my assumption is correct and we completed 5-wave structure, from this bottom, as you can see, we didn't break with its latest movement $7 mark back in the end of November. And we had potential. This is our first wave. This is deep retracement to the second. Third wave is right here, then fourth wave, and fifth wave is at this point at roughly $9.55 mark. And with this breakout below this bottom, we pretty much confirmed that this movement has a completed structure, and if it is the case, we might see another bounce to the upside, and this candle, this hammer with the quite significant volume shows that we potentially might see a bounce to the upside, and then we have, let me show you, we have to see something like this. If it is the top, we potentially might have, this is our A wave. Somewhere higher might be the B wave, and then we might have a C wave. And as you can see, this price action, the previous movement has an overlapping in the fourth wave with the territory of the first one. And this means it is a diagonal, which leads to longer consolidation phase without any significant movements. Significant, I mean that we will break out above the range of resistance or the range of support. This means we are in some kind of consolidation phase, and if you are an experienced trader, you can use an advanced option strategy, which will allow you to stay profitable if this asset will not break its previous swing highs and swing lows. So, and I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.